Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we completed the Forest Temple, we saved the Sage of the Forest Temple, Saria, and now there's new life in the Kokiri Forest. Everything is kind of back to how it was before. There are no more monsters here, and it would appear that the fairies and the Kokiri themselves are back to living their regular life. Hello.
Now that the Deku Tree's sprout is growing in the Great Deku Tree's meadow, the forest has returned to normal.
Yep, you basically said what I just said. I don't think there's anything else to do around here, but I would like to go see Mido and see what he has to say. This is his house, right? He might still be in the forest, though. Yeah, I think he still might be in the forest. There's probably no reason for me to do this, but I just want to do it because I'm just curious to see if he'll say anything different now that Saria has been transported to the realm of the sages. Maybe he doesn't know that, maybe he thinks she's still in the temple, but something has changed, and pretty much every time we do something in the forest and something changes, Mido has something to say about it. So I just want to see. I'm just curious. Hey, Mido. Oh, I see. Saria won't ever come back. But I made a promise to Saria. If Link came back, I would be sure to tell him that Saria had been waiting for him. Because Saria really liked. Hey, you. If you see him somewhere, please let him know. And also, I'm sorry for being mean to him. Tell him that too. Oh, Mido! Oh, I'm getting all emotional about Mido now. I'm really glad I went to see him. Oh, man. I knew he'd come around. I knew he'd be a good guy in the end. Okay then, to business. We have a few things to do around Hyrule that I didn't do the last time we were exploring Hyrule. One of them I actually did kind of do, and that was check out Lon Lon Ranch, but I've been told there's more to do with Epona. So I'm going to try and see what we can do with Epona. And we'll pay you 10 rupees. I don't need to know how to ride. I do, however, need to remember how Epona's song is played. Okay, Epona, you are here. So I was told to play Epona's song to Epona and try and ride her. And we might be able to get something done here. I'm not sure exactly what. But let's see what you're made of, Epona. You can also make your money back if you do manage to jump both the gates here. So I'm going to give that a go and try and make my money back. Because I do like money. Money is nice. Alright, so have you got what it takes to jump this fence? No, you do not. I don't know what this fence is all about, but I keep getting off. I don't want to get off. Alright, ride, Epona, ride. Can I talk to you while I'm on Epona? I think I can. No? Maybe not. Oh yeah, here we go. You're getting better. How about a little race with me? 1 lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make a little wager, say 50 rupees. Do it. Let's see what you got, Ingo. I think Epona's got what it takes to win this race as long as I don't rub up against this fence like this. Carrots are recovering quite quickly. Alright, I think we got this one. Ingo, you never stood a chance. The power of friendship was too much. Shoot! If the great Ganondorf found out about this humiliation. Hey, you! How about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Alright, you're on. I think the music changed a little bit there for that particular scene. When he was very disappointed with his loss. I like that a lot. Okay, it's a lot faster this time. But if we keep the inside track, we just have less distance to travel. Oh, Epona. Epona, you need to recover. There we go. Carrot time again. Alright, this one's a little bit more difficult, but if I keep staying in front of him, yeah, we got this. Success.
What's up with that horse? Is that Epona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on the race and lost. Shoot. As I promised, I'll give the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch.
Okay. Yeah, the music is a little bit different now. I like that. It's a little bit slower. Well, we've got Epona, but we now cannot leave the ranch. I think I know what we might need to do here. Just gonna get a good run up for this. And I hope Ingo learns to move out of the way. Here I come. Nope. Okay. There we go. See ya. Alright, we rescued Epona from the clutches of Ingo. And now we have a horse. That's a good deed. Well rewarded. And now we can ride Epona around Hyrule Field. It's about time we had a faster way of getting around this place, that's for certain. Well, there's not really much for us to check out in Hyrule Field. We've seen almost everything there is to see, other than the western exit, which I believe leads to Gerudo Desert, which I'm sure we'll go to at some point. So I'm kind of waiting for Navi to pop up and say, hey, this is what you do next. She hasn't done that since we completed the Forest Temple, but I'm going to try and preempt her and head back to Kakariko Village. I don't know if I can take Epona into the village. No, it looks like I'll have to leave her here. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's get down. I'll be back soon. Don't go missing. Don't let Ingo come and capture you or anything like that. So I'm going to try and preempt Navi. I'm going to head back to Kakariko Village and we'll see if we can find Sheik or maybe Impa. Now that we've completed the Forest Temple, we've made some progress. We kept hearing about Impa and how she was in the graveyard or trying to fight a monster or something, and that didn't really lead to anything. We ended up going to the graveyard and getting the hookshot and such anyway, so maybe that's what he was just telling us to do. But it's weird that we didn't see Impa. Impa, are you here? No, you're not. Huh. So now we have the bow. And the bow is a great item, but I can't think of anything that the bow will allow us to do now. That's the strange thing. It's not like the hookshot where it makes parts of the map more accessible, or bombs that do that as well. The only thing that the bow's really good at is hitting ice switches, and I can't remember ever seeing an ice switch out here in the overworld, so I'm not sure if there's much that we can do now that we have the bow. There are a couple more things that I wanted to do that I didn't do the last time we explored Hyrule. But I thought coming here to Kakariko Village would give us a little bit more direction. There is this, this archery game that we could do now that we have the bow. Actually, I just saw that out the corner of my eye and remembered. We don't have any arrows, but maybe it provides some for us. So, let's give this a go. Now that we have the bow, it might be a little bit easier. Have to get the bow out. Already missed one. I have to get my eye in. That's one. Missed that. Missed that. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. Ugh. Oh, come on. I didn't do too terribly awfully, but I don't want to waste all my money on that. That seems agonizing. The reward is probably not that worth it. Okay, well, never mind that then. Okay, let's go back out into Hyrule Field, let's ride Epona around, and let's do pretty much the one other thing that I can remember that I need to do right now. Epona, are you still here? You are still here, cool. So we're going to head back to Lake Hyrule, because that is, like I said, pretty much the... I keep pressing A to start moving, that's not what you do. You just move. Okay then. So Lake Hyrule is pretty much the only thing that there is left for me to do that I can remember. I'm sure there are things like sculptures around that we can get now that we have the hookshot, and there are probably other things around on the map as well, but I can't remember any. I feel like we've done a lot here in the future already. We did spend a lot of time upon coming here to the future, seeing what had changed, and usually when you complete a temple and you get an item that makes the map more accessible, but as I said, I don't think the bow really does that. So we're just gonna gun it straight for... We're just gonna gun it straight for Lake Hyrule here. I wonder if we can jump over this fence now that we have Epona, actually. Is he gonna let us do that? Or is it too big? No, she can do it. Oh, but not that one. Well, that got my hopes up. Again, I keep getting the bow out. I don't want to do that. It's cool that you can use the bow while you're on Epona, but not particularly useful when I don't have any arrows and when there aren't any enemies nearby. Okay, so there's one thing left to do here in Lake Hyrule. I completely forgot. I got distracted by the fishing minigame, but the research lab. We didn't go into the research lab. Oh, and you know what? Now that we have the bow, we can probably do the thing that, we can probably do that thing that the game hints at, like shooting at the moon or something like that. We need some arrows to do that, so hopefully I can get some from all this grass. Alright, we got 15 arrows out of that, that's pretty good. So there's something on top of the research lab that we can get to using the bean plant, but we didn't actually go in here either, so how are you doing 7 years later? Hello there, son. I'm researching the process of making medicine by mixing Lake Hylia's water with various unusual compounds. How's that going for you? Perhaps you've met that old lady from the potion shop. She's like a student of mine. Oh yeah, that's another thing that we need to do actually, is help her out and find a mushroom for her in, I think it was in the Lost Woods or just in Kokiri Forest. We didn't actually get around to doing that. Also, nothing has really changed here. We don't have the ability to dive any deeper, so I'm guessing we can't actually do anything in here. But thank you for reminding me that we are on the hunt for a mushroom. And now let's see if we can get on top of here. Should be pretty straightforward. Here we go, there's a ladder. Let's climb the ladder. I can hear a bird. Don't appreciate you, please don't knock me off the ladder. Oh, very nice. We got a piece of heart and completed another heart container. We are getting loads and loads of pieces of heart. Wait a second. There was one eye switch that I could remember seeing. Well, it wasn't necessarily an eye switch, but that looks like a switch. Can I do anything with that? It doesn't look like it. I think I hit that dead center and it didn't do anything. Okay. Well, it was worth checking anyway. Because I imagine we're going to be coming here to the water temple at some point soon. But, looks like we can't do anything with that right now. So there's one more thing to do here in Lake Hylia. And I think then I'm going to go back to the Temple of Time and see if Sheik is there. Because they haven't really popped up out of nowhere recently, and I feel like they perhaps should. To give me some direction, because I don't have a whole lot of that right now. When water fills the lake, shoot for the morning light. Oh. Well, we haven't filled the lake. This is a problem. So, the first time we came here, the lake was full, that's fine, but we didn't have a bow, which I'm presuming is what you need. Hey, Navi popped up at last. And now that we have the bow, the lake is empty, so maybe if we complete the water temple, the lake will fill up? Because it seems like completing the forest temple made changes happen there. Maybe the water temple will make changes happen here. Navi. That cloud over Death Mountain. There is something strange about it. Okay, maybe we're going to Death Mountain next. That would make sense, given that we went to Death Mountain second in the child portion of the game. So I guess we'll have to wait a little while longer before we come back here to Lake Hylia, before we maybe sort out Zora's domain as well by doing the water temple. So that's good direction. Okay, I guess I don't need to go to the Temple of Time then. I will go to Death Mountain instead. Really, you're not going to jump over this fence. Okay. Okay, Epona. This is a real long shot, but would you like to purchase a chicken?
Please, with C. Please sell me something. Please, with C.
Okay, you don't want my chicken? Fine. It's a really good chicken. I'll keep it for myself then. Okay, since we're in the area and we're heading up to Death Mountain, it's actually going to let us go back in to Dodongo's cavern, so I want to check it out. I'm not sure if there's any reason to be back here or if it's changed at all. It looks like it's exactly the same. Huh. It's pretty cool that it will actually let us come back in here, though, because I guess you can come and collect any gold sculptures or heart pieces or things that you might have missed when you came here for the first time. It's nice that they leave that available to you. Maybe there's something new in there, but I'm not going to spend my time exploring it unless I absolutely need to, because we have things to do. We have a world to save, and we have Death Mountain to climb. So when I came here originally, nothing happened. I guess I just didn't have the story flag, and that I needed to do the forest temple before anything would happen up here. But of course, before we head all the way up to the mountain, we've of course got to pay a visit to our good friend, Bessie. Right, we now have 2 bottles of milk, which is good because we used up all of our milk in the forest temple. We used a lot of our resources in the forest temple. We didn't have any arrows, we didn't have any magic, we didn't have any milk, we didn't have any fairies after finishing that dungeon, so gradually restocking while I can. And thank you, iframes from rolling, for preventing me from taking any damage there. Let's hookshot you. Oh, okay, random Tektite there. It's okay. You are not a threat. There we go, I'll target you. Right then, so I'm wondering what's going to be up here. And also something else that I'm wondering, where's Kaepora Gaebora? Because he sprung to mind because, oh, this is going to suck. Gosh, darn it. Alright, let me deal with you, since we are now equipped to do so. There we go. Yeah, so as I was saying, climbing up this mountain reminds me of Kaepora Gaebora and the fact that we haven't seen him here in the future at all. I wonder if he's going to show up. I kind of miss him, actually. But here we are. This is the summit. There's a Great Fairy Fountain here. Unfortunately, Great Fairy Fountains don't provide you with regular fairies, so I can't stop by and pick up a fairy there. There's no real reason for me to be there. It's really hot here in Death Mountain Crater. We can't stay here for more than a minute and a half, so I'm going to move as quickly as I possibly can, but this area seems huge. There's a piece of heart there. Oh. I really did not mean to jump straight into the lava there. Let's try that again. Also, that doesn't reset the timer, interestingly enough. So, what's going on in here? Can we find out? Are we supposed to just race through here at high speed? Doesn't look like we can actually get over there. I definitely think that this is probably an area for later, and that we would probably need the Goron tunic to do this. But Navi said, hey, come here to Death Mountain and find out what's going on. So I came here to Death Mountain to find out what was going on. Nothing in that rock. Is that a wooden beam? That definitely looks wooden. I don't know how that is persisting here. But we have 1 bomb left, and this is the most conspicuous of the rocks, so if nothing happens with this one, I'll be disappointed. There we go, that's something. It's a hole. What's in the hole? It's just your regular supply hole. Oh, but we got bombs. That's good, we got 25. That is really nice, actually. And it was free. Okay, so that actually resets the timer in this area, interestingly enough. Looks like we can probably head all the way over there if we need to. That looks important, but I want to check out what this is. Aha! That looks bombable. So is the game just making me explore now? It's a Sheikah stone. Can I shoot with the bow now that I have the bow? You are an eye, after all. Did that do anything? No? Okay, I'll hit you and you can tell me what the time is then. The current time is 2 minutes past midnight. Not 2 minutes to midnight, unfortunately, for Iron Maiden fans. Well, okay. It's really, really strange that, oh, you know what I could have done instead of blowing it up? I could have played Zelda's Lullaby in front of it and got myself a fairy. Instead, I just sent it to the moon. Well, that happened. Okay, we are running out of time. Let's reset the timer by jumping in the hole. Right then. Let's see if we can head straight ahead here, perhaps? Is this just certain death if I jump down it? It looks like it probably is, yes. There's got to be a way of navigating through this area, right? There's also a heart piece there that I really want. Maybe if I... No, I missed. Here we go with this again. Really? That looks like it would have probably worked. No, okay. Clearly, I don't think we're meant to be here right now. It's really strange that Navi would point me in this direction, though, so I feel like I'm probably missing something. Oh? That is probably not what you're meant to do. Now what? I'm gonna try the Scarecrow song, because I was told sometimes you need Scarecrow to help you out. That was actually what you need to do, huh? Can I hookshot to you? Is that what it wants me to do? Alright, I'm just gonna Hail Mary this. That was probably not the right thing to do. Alright, I'm stumped. I don't know. I came to check this out. Hopefully something will happen now that I leave the area. Or not. Okay, great. Fantastic. Oh! Hello? Hi! It's very large Goron. My brother opened a new store. It's Medigoron's Blade Store. However, I am better at making blades. Hylian carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. Okay. Can I buy? What do you want me to do? Okay, we'll go to Goron City and we'll talk to this guy's brother. And maybe we'll have to buy the weapon that he is selling. Maybe. Alright, we are back in Goron City. This looks like a chic symbol here, and Navi is hovering around it, so this is probably important. Now what do we do with this? Well, I can't figure out what I need to do with that, but I can hear a gold sculpture calling around. Where are you? I think I heard you the first time I came back here, and never actually found you in the end. You must be on a lower level, I guess. Or, wait a second. Are you on the other side of this? Is that... That's what Navi was hovering around. Okay. I got the wrong end of the stick there. Can I... hookshot you? Well, I didn't expect it to pull me to the gold sculpture, but that worked too. We got a gold sculpture. I don't want to spend all of my rupees on this knife, and I know people watching are probably screaming at me to not do this right now. It's all of my money. Heck, if I hadn't collected gold sculptures, I wouldn't even have this much money. So, I'm sure the game doesn't want me to actually spend 200 rupees on this knife. I don't think there's anything else I can do. This is really strange. Alright, I went back to see the big guy on top of the cliff. He didn't say anything different. I thought that maybe now that I'd seen this guy, that he would. I'm gonna buy this guy's knife for 200 rupees. We got the giant's knife. Hold it with both hands and use B to attack. It's so long, you can't use it with a shield. Okay, so now we have a different weapon. We used all of our money on it. It's a very strange prospect to now have a two-handed sword that I spent all my money on. But now I'm gonna head back up to the top of the mountain, and I'm gonna find out if this changes anything. If not, there's a very real likelihood that I just reset and get my money back. It doesn't say anything different. Hello, do I know you? No response, he's sleeping. Ah, do I have the remedy for you, my friend? Please allow me to introduce you to Kokiri. Kokiri? Why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means, you must be a nice guy. Must be, you must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please. Deliver this stuff to the old hag at the potion shop in Kakariko Village. I don't know what I'm signing up myself for here. This will disappear if you take too long, so you've gotta hurry. Okay. You got an odd mushroom. A fresh mushroom like this is sure to spoil quickly. Take it to the Kakariko potion shop. Quickly! Wait, I have 3 minutes to do this? I don't even know how the hell am I supposed to get to Kakariko Village in 3 minutes? Alright, we made it to Kakariko Village in pretty good time. This is my second attempt, because it was nighttime when I came to Kakariko the first time. You can't get through the medicine shop to get to the potion shop at nighttime. I used the sun song to reset, and then I had to go all the way through Kakariko Village again, and I ran out of time. So that was unfortunate, but we should be okay to do it this time. Let's just pass through here. And let's go see Granny. So this is the fetch quest that Kokiri starts, I suppose. I'm gonna miss that blue boy, but, well, let's see what it leads up to. Yes, I should talk to you, actually, instead of skipping through your dialogue. What a mysterious smell. You must have something. Yes, I do. This. That bum, he had to go into the forest. I see. Hey, give it to me now. Yes, okay. Please take this away from me. This is, some illicit dealings right now. Where did you get a cat? Did you always have that? If you see that fool, give this to him. It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this potion will not work on a monster. You received an odd potion. You don't know what's going on between this lady and that guy, but take it to the Lost Woods. They say there is no medicine that can cure a fool. I guess that's true. Okay then, back to the Lost Woods it is. I guess we're not progressing the story today. You're not who I'm looking for. Hello. That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody's Stalfos, so he's not here anymore. That is incredibly creepy. Can I give you the medicine instead? That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Only his saw is left. Hee. That medicine is made of forest mushrooms. Give it back. Okay. We got a saw. We returned the odd potion and got the poacher's saw. This young punk guy must have left it behind. Are you going to be too? I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Well, it seems that this quest has come to an end for now, because I don't think I know anyone who needs a saw, but we'll keep an eye out for someone in the future who might need a saw. All right, we've returned to the Temple of Time because When I turned the game off to reset because I wanted my rupees back, I figured maybe Sheik is here in the Temple of Time. Sheik is in fact here in the Temple of Time. You destroyed the wicked creatures that haunted the temple and awakened the sage. But there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all the other sages, you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. Well, we did that already. If you want to return to your original time, return the Master Sword to the pedestal of time. By doing this, you will travel back in time 7 years. Oh! The time will come when you will have to return here quickly. I will teach this to you for when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time. The Prelude of Light. You have learned the Prelude of Light. As long as you hold the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, you hold time itself in your hands. Link, we shall meet again. Bye, Sheik. Well then, we have the power of time in our hands, and we can head back into the past. Hey, I'm a kid again! I get my slingshot back! I get my boomerang back! Ah, this is great. Can we play the rest of the game like this? Well, there are a couple of things I would like to do in the past now that I think of it. I wonder, can we use the bow? No, it seems like, just like in the future we can't use some of our kid stuff, in the past we can't use some of our adult stuff. I was gonna go back to Lake Hylia and see if I could use the bow there and complete the little puzzle that's there, since we needed a bow and we needed the lake to be full, and in the past the lake is full but we didn't have a bow, and in the future the lake is empty but we do have a bow. But it seems like we're just gonna have to progress that in the future. Hello. It seems like it's taken forever for dawn to come. The view of Hyrule Castle in the morning sun is so fantastic. I don't know if I've ever talked to you before. Well, there's probably something that we can do now that we can travel back and forth in time, and that's really interesting to me. This is feeling a lot more like A Link to the Past now, where you're flipping between the light and the dark worlds. Navi, do you have anything to say now that we're in the past? That cloud over Death Mountain. What cloud over Death Mountain? I don't see a cloud over Death Mountain. Everything is fine. The world is perfectly safe. Anyway, I think we're going to stop here for now. As always, your feedback and advice is greatly appreciated. And today's question of the day, again, is very topical. If you could go back in time, where would you go back to, and what would you do? Personally, I think I've watched enough time travel media to know not to go back in time in the first place. But if I could, I'd probably go back to my own childhood, to my own time at school, and do it better, I guess. I wouldn't try and change the world or go back to ancient history or anything, because goodness only knows what would happen if you messed around with that. I look forward to seeing your responses, and until the next part, thanks for watching, and take care.